Hey guys, it's Lisa. Today we're going to discuss Pamela Anderson not wearing makeup. Right off the bat, spoiler alert, I am not going to sit here and bash her or say anything negative because if you've been here with me, you know I am a Pammy lover. I have followed Pamela Anderson from Tool Time. I have always gotten so much inspiration from her. I really like her as a person, and I really I cannot say anything bad. I've got her books, I've watched everything. I mean, it's just one of those things. And you know, I've done many Pamela Anderson makeup tutorials. So the first time I saw Pamela with no makeup, of course, was in the 90s. And honestly, that is one of my favorite looks. When she lived in California and she had small kids and you would see her street style, like out, you know, going to the grocery store or whatever, and she would have on her Uggs and her shorts. That really spoke to me because I'm a beach girl also. And I think she's a beach girl, even in Canada, she's a beach girl. So I can relate to that. And I just always, I don't know, I've always been drawn to her and her look. My daughter, Brooke, went as Pamela Anderson this past Halloween, and I even told her that was my favorite look, but that's not your typical, you know, Pam Anderson look. And so that's kind of what I want to get into. And what made me think about doing this video is because as soon as she came out with no makeup on at the Victoria Beckham fashion show, I had so many of you send me those pictures and ask me what I thought. Even as I answered you back and told you, I was going through this thing in my head, like, how do I feel about it? And that's what made me think I wanted to do a video about it. I just want this to be like a vlog, kind of like a discussion among friends. You know, I don't want anything I say to be taken negative. I just want to be able to freely talk about it and tell you how I feel. And I'm curious to hear how you feel too. I've even asked, you know, many people in my life how they feel about it. And I've gotten basically the same response as I feel. So I feel pretty good about it. So let's start off with her comeback, which, oh my gosh, I love it. You guys know how I feel about, there's just something about women in their 50s. Young girls out there, do not dread your 50s. Enjoy your babies, enjoy your new marriage, enjoy all of those things and look forward to your 50s because your 50s, that's your time. You have discovered who you are and you own it. So I see that in Pamela and I love it. I think it is so encouraging. I think it is such a good message. So I am all about that in every way. So the first thing that came out with her comeback was that crazy movie or that series. I was really excited about that. You know, at first glance, it did look kind of cheesy to me, but I'm just such a Pamela fan. I was just happy to get anything. So I started watching it and you guys, I could not finish it. When his you-know-what started talking to him, I was like, what? I mean, to me, that was so cheesy and insulting, and I did not like anything about it. So the only one good thing I think that I got out of that was, you know how when people would ask Pamela about the sex tape, which I have never seen, do not want to see, I don't want to see anyone's sex tape. Remember how she always said it wasn't a sex tape. We were just two young people in love and we videoed everything. So I do think that in that original show, it did show how they were always having their camcorder on. So it definitely makes sense that they recorded everything. So what happened is that guy got a hold of those tapes and he made it a sex tape. I cannot even imagine how that would feel. I don't know the timeline. I don't know if the Variety magazine piece came out first or the Netflix. I'm not sure, but both of them, you guys, you know how I love to be inspired. it is like a high to me for something to inspire me that much. So what did I do? I went out and tried to get some clothes that looked like that. I got my hair cut in that butterfly cut so I could get more of that tousled look. I stalked her makeup artist, and her name was Madrid Glow, which that was a great, I think that was a great kind of little time too, because her makeup artist got her time in the sun, and she was so generous with telling every single thing that she used. And so think about how many people that helped. Like today, I've got on the eyebrow pencil from Brow Code. I would have never ordered that eyebrow pencil. I would never heard about it. And just how many cool things I discovered just reading all of those Instagram. So I was just like hanging on every moment of that. And I was so just proud to be a fellow 50-some woman that still feels sexy, still feels vibrant, and I just loved every minute of it. So then came out her Netflix series, and I loved it. And I will say that's the first time that I saw her with no makeup on when she was kind of giving interviews, and I thought, oh, bravo, more power to her. I thought she looked beautiful. I loved that she was being vulnerable and just revealing that much of herself to the world. I thought, wow, that is classy, that's confidence, that's inspiring, that's such a good example. I mean, I just thought nothing but positive. And I think during just that little bit of time that she had her comeback, I made like 5 or 6 videos, showing different lipsticks, like 2 different tutorials, a hair tutorial. So I feel like I've established that I am a Pamela Anderson fan for sure. I know that Alexis Vogel was her friend and makeup artist, and she is the creator of that classic Pammy look. And I do love that look. I will say the whole barbed wire phase was not a favorite of mine. You guys remember when she did that photo shoot and she had the short bobbed hair? I loved it. I loved it. I was trying to recreate that look. I mean, I love the evolution. And I do think that really, really smoky eye, it's a look. It's not like I expect her to just keep on with that Alexis Vogel look. I don't. I do think that we all evolve. And so it's not that I'm expecting her to stay that person whatsoever. When she made her comeback and she had adjusted it a little bit, I was like, oh my gosh, that's the best. This is Pammy 2.0. I was like watching every interview, and I really thought she just looked amazing, amazing. I loved everything about it. And I still do. I still look at those pictures. I have some of those pictures on my desktop just for inspiration. And I love her hair up. I just love everything about it. Okay, so all of that said, when she went to the Victoria Beckham fashion show with no makeup, that is when I started getting just DMs after, I mean, it would be to the point where they were just like, in one session of me checking my DMs, it would be 4 or 5 of them. And I thought, good for her. I loved it. And then there was I think, British Vogue interview. I have watched that video probably 3 to 4 times. I almost ordered some Vivienne Westwood boots or something, and then she said they weren't that comfortable. And I loved that. Like, she brought her own clothes. And then when she said, I didn't come here meaning to go to the show with no makeup, it's just I wanted to enjoy Paris. I didn't want to sit in the chair and, have a makeup artist and someone do my hair for 3 hours. I was like, oh my gosh, I agree. I thought she looked great. She looked like she was having fun, everything. Not one single negative thought. Even in the Aritzia campaign that she did, I loved it. If you'll notice, her hair is done and she's got minimal makeup on, but she still looks fabulous. I love that look. I think that there is definitely a way to do that look and still look great. But then when I saw her over and over again being photographed with no makeup on, and her hair not done, I started thinking, I remember Dr. Phil saying this like years and years ago. Everything we do for a reason. It can be teeny tiny reasons, it can be big reasons, but we don't do things for no reason. So, and it can be, you know, I'm not wearing makeup today because I don't have time, or I don't feel like she said, I'm not trying to be the prettiest girl in the room, you know, all of those things. And I totally get that. And you guys know I have no problem whatsoever not wearing makeup and being seen. From day one, I have done plenty of videos starting out with no makeup and doing the thumbnail with no makeup. And I even thought about doing this video with no makeup on and my hair back to not really prove a point, but just to give you my perspective. How would you feel if you watch me and you get inspired by not just my makeup, not my hair, but my whole being? Like, my whole being is very feminine. It's very, I feel like I love being made up. I love doing my hair. I love fashion, all of these things. So what if I started coming to you on my videos with no makeup and my hair up in a bun, clean, but up in a bun, and I just told you guys, I'm not trying to be the prettiest girl here on YouTube. And I started doing my videos that way. Would there be women out there that loved it for maybe the wrong reason? And that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that there's women out there that are, and people out there that are praising her for this look. I'm not saying there's any evil intent, but some people, they want you to look like they want you to look. It's kind of like some people really want me to wear red lipstick or darker lipsticks or more colors. And when I do, I'll have like messages from other people. I wish they would quit telling you that. I hate it when you wear red lipstick. So that is why I didn't want to come on here today with no makeup on, because this is who I am and this is who I want to be. And it's not that I feel insecure. And I get it. I had one of my subscribers say she lives near Pamela Anderson and that's just how they are there. It's a really laid back town, that she sees Pamela in the store all the time, and that's really just how she looks. She goes out with no makeup on and all of that stuff. And believe me, I get it, because I live in a little small beach town. It's much bigger now than it was when I was growing up, but it's still not a big city, and it's still not a fashion mecca, and it's still very casual. And that's why when like I'm wearing flip-flops all summer long and people say, I would never wear flip-flops except when you're by the pool. Well, it's different when you live at the beach. So I do get that. And I would never expect her to put on full glam to go to the grocery store. And I've always heard really cool things, that she does her own hair color. And, you know, I know that she is a practical girl. You can tell she's just not materialistic. Another thing I would love to see is when she would go visit Julian Assange, I would be checking out her outfit. So, I mean, I'm just trying to say, I've been sweating her for a long time. So I do think that there is a portion of people that probably didn't care for her style, and they're happy to see her give that up. But is that a good thing? I'm just going to throw that out there, because honestly, guys, I don't even really know how I feel about a lot of these things. So, and I've just written down a lot of things that people have said. And the first thing I have written down is publicity stunt. I've had a lot of people say, oh, you know how these people in Hollywood are. They'll do anything to get attention. You know, no bad publicity is good publicity, all that kind of stuff. Do I think she did it that day at the Victoria Beckham show for a publicity stunt? Not really. I really don't. But I think that she has probably gotten a lot of attention, a lot of really good feedback. interviews and articles, and I mean, that's always a good thing. I will say that. I just hope that it's all for the right reason, because I do know that there are a lot of women out there that would love it if I were to cut my hair about right here, let it go gray, and not wear wing liner and maybe wear red lipstick. Is there anything wrong with that look? No, there isn't. But is that me? No. So that's what I mean. It's like, I don't think there's any really, really bad intentions. I just think that there are some women out there that want to change who she is. And you know, this is another thought. Maybe this is who she was the whole time, and the heavy makeup and everything else, that really wasn't her. So, I mean, that's another thought. That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't really have a firm opinion about what it's all about. It's like just been kind of interesting to think about. I really think that she has a lot of self-respect and a lot of self-confidence, so I don't think it's that. But I know with me, I want to look and feel my best even if I'm at home. You know, I have so many people say, "Where are you going? What are you putting on that makeup for? Where are you going?" It isn't about that to me. It just really isn't. I do it for me. I do it because I love it. I romanticize the whole thing of putting my makeup on. I'll have my drink, I'll have my candle, I'll have my heater on, you know, I'll have all of my favorite makeup. I love the whole process. So it isn't about where I'm going or who's going to see me. It's about the moment, and it's about how I feel. And that's how I feel best. But I do understand that some people feel best with no makeup on, and I applaud that. I totally get it. Maybe, you know, back when I was younger and I was still getting sun on my face, I could be going on the hottest date around the coolest people on the boat and we would go to this big island where everybody hooked up their boats. And I mean, it was just as popular as any Friday or Saturday night. I had on not one stitch of makeup, not one, not foundation, not lipstick, nothing. I would put lip sunscreen on, and I would put sunscreen on my nose, and I felt fabulous. That's how mine and John's first date, I had no makeup on. So I do get that to a degree, and I would maybe be more like that if my face was tan and I was young. I guess I know I'm talking in circles, but that's what this is kind of going to be. But at this point, I feel best with some makeup on. So that's what I do. Okay, respect for the event. Now, in no way do I think that I think she was very flattered to go to the Victoria Beckham event. I don't think she thought about it in one little bit. But the way I thought about it is, I've got an event coming up at the end of January, and it's a dinner, and it's for someone that I really care about. And I thought to myself, what if I went to that event and I dressed up, I wore a cool dress, my just heels, I did everything. But when I got there that day, I didn't really feel like taking the time to do my hair or do my makeup. I just wanted to enjoy the city, maybe do some shopping. So what if I showed up to that event with my hair in a bun and no makeup on? And I just said to myself, because I'm not going to worry about being the prettiest girl in the room. I'm not going there to impress anyone. But wouldn't that be weird? Like, how do I feel about that? What do you feel about that? Let me know. Like, all these things I'm saying, let me know how you feel below, because I want this to be kind of like a little chat session between all of us. My instincts would be, I feel like being invited to the event is special. And when I want to show someone that they're special, I want to look and feel my best. So that is why I wouldn't go to that event with no makeup on, because I wouldn't want to go and that person look at me and think, you didn't even care about this enough to put makeup on? So that's how I feel about that. I don't know if, many people feel that way, and I think that is kind of like part of our personalities. So that's why I wouldn't want to do it, and I wouldn't want to steal the show. I wouldn't want everybody talking about me, even if they're talking about, oh my gosh, did you see Lisa? She didn't even wear any makeup. Oh my gosh, good for her. Or if they said, damn, Lisa looks rough without makeup. Wow, what a statement. Or, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to be that person to do that. So that's one way I've thought about it. I always wondered, her going without makeup, and I just saw, this made me love her even more when she said that she loves doing laundry. I think she just did a campaign with Laundress, and it showed her how she'd always loved doing laundry. And I was like, I have always loved doing laundry. And then she's in the ad, she's got on a beautiful white dress, she's in her home, she looks peaceful, beautiful, and she doesn't have any makeup on. I get it. And I'm going to admit, this is a true thought. This may be even like a shallow thought, but even when she was opening the dryer and she had her long red fingernails on, I remember, oh my gosh, thank goodness, she's at least got her nails done. Because I've always thought she had beautiful nails and beautiful hands. And then she's walking out with her laundry basket and she's got her hair up, and it looks like she's not only not wearing makeup, wearing her hair up, but it looks like she may be letting her hair go gray. I think it is just something that everyone feels different about. People have asked me, am I going to let my hair go gray? And I can tell you, till the end of time, my hair will be blonde. A lot of it is I don't have pretty white blonde or pretty white gray hair. I have dark steely gray with like white in it. And that's just not what I want to do. I've always heard that your most flattering color is the color you had when you were a child. And it's not that I don't want her to be happy and her to be who she is, but I feel like it's a selfish thing for me. I always got so much inspiration from her that it makes me sad and just a little bit disappointed that that's going away. And you know what? That's life. So many things that used to inspire me, and anybody that's my age knows that we have to roll with the times and things do change and we have to get over it. And I can honestly say I think the better she lets people know her, the better for her whole image, because you see what a sweet, down-to-earth, loving person that she is. And I think she's so authentic in the way she loves people and her loyalty and she exudes femininity. And I love that. So like I said, it just goes in circles and circles how I feel about it. So I just want to throw all of that out there as kind of like a prompt for the comments down below. I love Pamela Anderson. I always will. And I just was curious what you guys thought about it. So let me know down below. I have on a Miranda Fry ring. This is actually the Lisa ring. And I think she's having a sale right now. I have on these really cool, fabulous earrings that I could not wait to show you. They are from Amazon. And I don't have any earrings on my second hole because, you guys, I slept in those little Jenny Bird, the teeny tiny little hoops. Why do we do this all night? I was thinking, in your sleep, you're thinking, oh my gosh, these earrings are hurting my ears. And then I would turn over. Oh my gosh, these earrings are hurting my ears. Why didn't I just get up and take them out? But when you're sleeping, my ears have hurt for like 3 days from that. So I'm getting over that. This is the first day I put earrings in since Friday, and today is Monday. So I love these though. Aren't they cool? They just go in your ear and then they cup up there and they go down there. And I think that they give us that little bit of that edge without being over the top, and you don't have to have any more piercings. So thank you guys so much for providing me with the best feedback, inspiration, support. You give me that fun, girly purpose that only you can give me. So thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.